Welcome to Sponsored by Nobody. This week, sponsored by Dust. It gets in your face. It is October 2022, and this is our Avatar campaign. Episode, what is this? Episode 3? 3, yeah. Thank you. And we start with Austin. Austin, you're in charge of this. Go ahead.
Right. I am Narrator Light. Austin, running this campaign for these lovely folks today. And over here we have...
Bev playing Ash, the token non-bender.
The main character.
Yay! It's happening.
Dun, dun, dun.
I am Earthbender Woon Yang. I'm Dylan, also, I suppose.
I'm Jonathan. I also go by Jane Annery.
And
Waterbender.
I'm Ian, or Erden, the Firebender.
We've got a very eclectic group of very blended
all
ages.
The types.
Yep. Last episode, which was a little bit longer for us, but not for you guys as the viewers, we had a little bit of an exploratory session through the Republic City, ending in some extremely fun eye-staring and Prince Ali moments, tunnel ratting, and some boat. I guess you technically rented it.
Yeah.
But I don't see how y'all are getting it back anytime soon, seeing as it now seems to be an open ocean craft.
I feel like
if we report it stolen and then give a tip to where we landed and then get out of Dodge before any police can show up, they will get it back.
Or we just say we got carried away on a current.
Yeah.
Like, a boating accident happened. We're sorry, guys.
Technically not wrong.
Punch this hole in the boat just to make it look authentic.
And then it's like, just send the boat. Just send a boat out to get your boat. It's not damaged. Like, we're not going to destroy the boat unless we, unless we do.
Unless we need to make it look legitimate.
Yeah. Like, this isn't a crime scene. We rented a boat and we're using it.
There's nothing worse than sending a boat to get your boat. And Austin knows this.
Oh my god.
There's no greater insult.
8 hours later.
We did a bachelor party over the summer, and we went houseboating, and so we're on the boat, and we're like half a minute off the dock, and then we're like, hey, we're going to go pick up the not houseboat, the speedboat that we're going to go out with as well. And they're like, yeah, we'll meet you at your boat. And we're like, oh, okay. And then they're like, yeah, we sent a boat out to tow another boat, and that boat towing the other boat will pick you guys up and then bring you to your new boat. And we're like, that sounds like a lot of boats in this scenario, and not a lot of
boats.
And then they showed up, and they were on a Sea-Doo towing a boat, and we're like, that doesn't seem like the most efficient use of your guys' time. And they're like, oh yeah, no, there's not enough people working at our place, so it's just a shit show. And yeah, as Austin said, it was like 8 hours later, and the person on the houseboating thing was like, hey, you guys are supposed to dock by 5 p.m. And we're like, we're launching the boat at 4 something, and the nearest dock, in quotes, is an hour and a half away. What? So yeah.
Grand adventures, plans well made.
Yeah.
Yeah, they encountered... What do you guys recall you guys encountering on your last adventure as a quick one?
I got a tattoo from a jellyfish.
I stink-eyed a guy like crazy. I really wanted to fight him. Ash promised me we'd fight the next one.
I said the next you could attack the next one who attacks us, but yeah.
No. You said I could fight the next one. The next human being I meet, I'm fighting them.
That's not what I said at all.
I'm going to blame you.
Listeners, like, comment, and subscribe.
As you just hear the DM frantically flipping through pages on combat tips and tricks.
The happy boatman. Hello, good sir. I'd like to rent you this boat. Me just punching him in the face.
Clink.
Looking at the boatman being like, this is Ash's fault.
We get on shore, we look around, and there's just a lone guy pushing a cart with what appears to be produce in it.
What was that, Woong?
I said that that he fourth balls after.
Yeah.
So that'll be exciting. Yeah, spirit jellyfish left you a tattoo. You guys ended up getting. What was the relic you guys got last time?
Chopsticks.
Yep.
Right, the coral chopsticks.
Question: What was my tattoo again? I forget.
Of like the two kind of like the balance fish that are on your character sheets.
Nice.
I think there's like Twee and Law are the name of the spirits from the show or from this world.
I can't remember offhand.
Push and pull.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Moony fish and water fish.
I actually just watched all of the episodes.
I know. I'm currently rewatching it as we're doing this at the same time, and I am so loving it.
I'm rewatching Korra, yeah.
A couple of my YouTubers are doing like first watch throughs at the same time, which I'm watching as well. So as we left off, you guys were like riding off into the sunset, starting off some friendship speeches among each other to like introduce yourselves as a party, because technically this is the first day you've been with Jane, as she's single-handedly motorboating you across the bay.
I'm loving the imagery.
It is just for you. Get your mind out of the gunner.
Okay, but I was going to say, isn't this all the same night? I just assumed that this has been one, that we're hitting, like what, depending on what time of year. I assume that we've been at this for a couple hours now, but like we might not even be at midnight if it's... What season are we in?
I'd just really say like high summer.
Okay, so it's like at least 1 to 2 o'clock by now, probably.
Well, you did lose some time going through those tunnels because they're not quite full human sized. So you did lose a couple hours in there. I would say probably it's closer around 4 or 5. But we did also end off with like the sun kind of setting off in the distance, so
it might be like 7,
closer to like 7 or 8.
That's fair.
Because you were quite a distance away, if you remember looking at the map. You're like 2 rivers in the entire bay away, because you had to go from like the mid-bottom to like the top left of your little map I gave you.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's...
Because you're going from the water sigil over to the earth sigil, or air sigil.
Right. Gotta find that map again. Map. There's map. Hello, map. Okay, cool. So friendship speeches.
Yeah, character introductions and so on and so forth. How does everyone feel about all the spirits and whatnot in the city coming from where all you are? I know the Chin Village is not very accepting of things.
Anything?
You just call him racist?
Okay.
Well, I would never say
I
that.
sort of feel like maybe that perception should have changed over time somewhat, but
wow, I feel like you're racist for thinking he's racist.
Change my mind.
I haven't said anything about the spirits specifically. That bridge, though.
Okay, look, guys, there's clearly like some other group trying to find these things other than our group, and
just need to find them and beat them up without getting caught.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I thought so as well.
Also, like, and I pull out the artifacts. I'm like these are clearly historical artifacts. I mean, I can't. Does anyone have? They don't look like replicas to me. We could pawn these or redonate these or something. I don't know. Like I'm confused why the Air Nomads gave these out as a prize, because the organizer guy seemed real shocked that someone could open the bag and just walk away with it.
These are not the prizes from the Air Nomad scavenger hunt, guys.
Yeah, you guys have a whole different map.
This is okay.
Well, that's true.
The scavenger hunt festival thing is its own thing. It's its own party. That's what all the little white dots on the thing are, and they're little gimmicks and things. But this is not, at least at this stage, I don't think the Air Nomads are actually connected to. They're using the Air Nomads scavenger hunt as a cover to distribute the things that we have.
Distribute? Are we?
Why?
Are we stealing?
I think that we might be stealing from somebody who stole. I don't actually know that.
Reverse stealing, it's okay.
I mean, if we return it to whoever it belongs to, I mean, like, I guess you can do that just so long as it doesn't... I wouldn't pawn these, because then it's just going to end up in some rich asshole's private collection somewhere.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
It would.
Shifty eyes.
It would. It would.
Yeah, I mean, I'd hate to see the Fire Nation one go. Yeah.
Or any of them.
I mean, I guess you guys have history too.
Brushing that aside.
Whoa, maybe I take back what I said about the Chin Village and just throw it at Erdene over here.
But yeah, no, we are definitely neck deep in something that is a lot bigger than a festival for, snacks and
back
prizes.
off the neck deep territory. That's my line.
Okay, fair point.
I only have like 3 jokes, and that's wonderful.
All right, that's yours. Yeah, no, there's something else going on in the city.
And as you guys kind of like come upon that realization, the shore of what appears to be an Air Nomad gang hole. I don't like that name. I'm going to take that back.
Gang hole?
Oh, guys, it's going to be one of those episodes.
Oh,
Everybody
no.
down the gang hole.
It's fine. If the listeners are still here, this is why they're here.
I was trying to go up with like a pun with like the gang.
No. That's okay.
It came out so bad. Okay, basically the gang holes. We're just sticking with it now.
I steer my boat straight into the gang hole. There. So we said it.
It's been named by Sokka because of all the times basically they're traveling and didn't have anywhere good to camp or rest. So early on in his career, he started putting these around all over like Republic City and stuff like that to help combat the homelessness that Korra encountered.
Wow.
No, what I want this to be, since Sokka's dead, is they say that the Avatar and the gang stayed here, and so it's like a tourist trap. But like, if you look at the map, it's pretty far off. Like, why would they have been here?
They've got a bad copy of a picture of like Korra doing the Aang thing, spinning the rocks, but you can obviously tell it's a fake, like been taken from the real one.
I'm liking this more and more though, and it's called the gang hole because like Sokka did have some things that he called the gang hole, and then people kept opening them. Because what was Sokka going to do? Tell them not to?
Sokka would never stop someone from opening gang holes.
I'm sorry, Sokka. I thought this was Republic City.
Not the I teams.
We have no kings or gods here.
Only gang holes.
Headcanons like this. I have to say, why? Where do these things really come from?
From our gang holes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we approach.
It's just
the
a
next set piece. Yeah, we get to the set piece.
And it's basically, if you look at your little map there,
Yeah.
it's basically between the bridge or the tram access point there on the shore and the river entrance to the bay, just below the white diamond.
Okay. All right. So, best way to get there from here?
There's walking. You could take a taxi because there's those little what are those?
Oh, with the guys who like run with the buggy behind them.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
rickshaw.
So
why do we keep finding rickshaws in these things?
As our boat gets into like the docks and stuff, I don't like dock the boat so we can like get out. We got to get out of the boat. No, so Jane just raises her arms, and the water lifts the boat out of the water, sets it on the dock, and then freezes it in place so it doesn't wobble. And we're like, all right. And she says, all right, everyone out.
I get out.
I'm gonna get out, and just look at you and be like, "That is the best way to dock a boat." Well done.
She flexes and winks. She's a little bit jacked.
Nice.
How old is everyone again?
Yeah. Because
I think Jane's like 35, 34, somewhere around there.
Yeah, Erden's like 19.
31, 32.
Yeah, Woong's also about 30.
I love that.
I like this adult party that we have.
I love it.
One 19-year-old. Oh no.
As someone who's turning 30 tomorrow, I feel exactly the same as I did when I was 19, so I'd understand it. We're all children at heart.
I used to have this talk that I would give to like younger people, be like, hey, listen, how you are now is how you're going to continue to be. Yeah. You are not going to change when you become 18, which means that like if you're gonna be an adult, you just gotta be an adult. Because otherwise the things that you're doing right now, you're just gonna keep doing. So like think about that.
Yeah.
As you're, going about things.
I like to think of it as like you're building a house. And so like early childhood trauma is laying down the foundation of the house. And then your adolescence, you're starting to put up the beams and the electrical and the plumbing and, get everything all paved and put it in. And then like college, you're like figuring out like paints and like carpeting and stuff like that. But like once you're out of there, like the most you're ever going to do is change the furniture. Let's be real. You might, if you really have an emergency, you might do some major renos in a midlife crisis. But like most people, like maybe new paint job is as extreme as your personality is going to get.
You put in a gang hole or two, and
I started watching Jujutsu Kaisen today.
I hear that's
good. And there's a line in it that I really liked, where this guy's like, "Yeah, so like you eventually grow up, or you eventually like find out that your favorite bread is no longer sold at the stores." And adulthood is built on the foundation of many of these disappointments. I messed it up a little bit, but I was like, that's cute.
That's harsh, but true.
Yep.
The old swimming hole that gets paved over, or the woods that gets developed.
Or the fact that Tim Hortons no longer sells full-sized cakes.
My middle school doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly.
It was completely bulldozed. And a new one was built in the same fenced-in area, but like in a clearing that was where they used to do gym stuff. It's just gone.
Dang.
It always seemed
grown up be like that.
It's fine though. I'm glad
That's why I am a bright, fresh-eyed 30-something-year-old who is ready to use earthbending as opposed to my actual self.
Excellent.
And I'm accidentally playing a character who's my age.
And I'm purposefully putting out. I actually did not intend for him to be about my age, but that just worked out with the math.
I'm playing someone my mental age.
Perfect.
But after this groundbreaking discovery,
how to park a boat.
Yeah.
So the gang hole is a bit run down, but it is very busy sounding inside, and you can kind of see a constant flow of people in and out and going towards the city. There's walking paths or leading to path. There's rickshaws everywhere because we're all that type of people in our fandoms.
I always knew that cars would be a passing fad.
There's cars obviously everywhere.
Sorry, I always knew that automobiles would just be a passing fad.
They're too loud.
Unreliable.
Yeah.
Too much maintenance.
Yep.
I never cared for the things.
There is more electric trams in the city.
Maybe let's get on one of those public transit guys all the way.
I mean, we could hire a rickshaw. It's fine.
What is the reputation of Republic City rickshaw drivers?
That is an oddly specific thing I didn't think I'd have to think of.
You know what?
Honestly, I should have expected
you should have, given our history.
That sounds like she's assessing the situation.
I mean, yeah, it does.
Yeah, roll away.
Okay.
We get to play the game.
I don't know. I feel like I would just
use your dice
know
on me.
this. Which one's assess again? It's
Creativity.
Creativity. And how many dice is that? 1 or 2? I never know how many
Always
dice
two.
they are.
Two. Yeah, 2.
In most cases.
We got snake eyes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I'm just gonna bring up my thing.
I have never taken a rickshaw.
Oh, yeah, you don't even know what that is.
I didn't even know that the city had those. How long has it had? How did I miss that this whole time?
Do you even know what a rickshaw is?
I don't think I do. I'm just taking I can't afford a rickshaw.
Actually, that's a great. What did you think a rickshaw was?
I assumed it's something that clearly has only been around since the Spirit Wilds have. So I thought it was like you get a spirit like a pony, and it just like, it's like a touristy thing. Like there's no actual. It's like when you get like when you go to like a city and they've got like the horse and buggy carriages that like still have some driver dressed in Victorian garb. Like I thought it was like a touristy thing, like one of those, but with the spirit.
This is all in character. I'm imagining you rambling this to them.
I'm just gonna like pull out a little coin purse from my pocket and just cup Ash's hands together and putting the coin purse in there, and then give Ash like a little pat on the shoulder and be like, I'm so sorry. And then flag a rickshaw down and like hop in it and be like, we're going now, but that, oh boy.
Did he just like chuck me money like I was a beggar?
A little bit, yeah.
Well, I'm asking the other two who are still standing next to me. Like I'm not, like my eyes are closed. I'm not even looking at him. Like I'm just like, did he just throw me money like I'm a beggar?
Yeah, Jane says, "If the hat fits," and climbs up into the rickshaw.
Yeah, I'm just not going to say anything. I'm just going to kind of like pull my hat down over my eyes and kind of like mumble and hop into the rickshaw.
Ash will remember this. I pocket the money.
Erdine over here pity bending.
It's the most powerful bending of all.
It's the weakest form of money bending.
Yeah, so you flagged on a rickshaw. It takes a couple to find one that's big enough for all 4 of you. But you end up getting picked up by a kind of like an older looking gentleman in his late 40s, kind of rugged, obviously an earthbender from his attire and dirty feet. He says, where you want to go, I'll take you anywhere in the city except the spirit wilds. The vines do weird things to my feet.
Fair enough. I pull out the non-altered map, like the regular map, and point to the altered location on the regular map.
Nice.
He takes a quick glance at you. Oh yeah, you're just one of those air nomad festival goers. Yeah, hop in. I know where to take you.
No, but like this location. You might have taken guys to other locations, but we specifically want to go here. I know it might be a little bit farther, but we enjoy the walk.
Yeah. He takes a second glance at you and realizes that your map's different.
No, he doesn't. He's not looking at the different map.
I specifically use the regular map.
Oh, the normal map? Okay, yeah. Sorry, I missed.
Yeah, we're just like drop us off like 2 blocks over.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, no problem. Okay, there's nothing over there. There's kind of outside the touristy parts, if you know what I mean.
We are in a hurry.
Is there anything of interest in that area? Like anything that like locals would know about as like a legitimate reason to go there?
A legitimate reason to go there?
I don't know, like a restaurant everybody knows about, that sort of a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Or like a club that's super popular amongst the locals.
Yeah, so that neighborhood, it's definitely more of a locals area. You'll get more of your like favorite haunt bars, cute little like hobby shops for like local artisans, but not like the crafting district. Okay. This is gonna be a lot more like independent stuff. You'll find a lot more cultural little streets and stuff because it'll be like this, fresh people who've moved in from their, certain sects of the Earth Nation and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm going to clap my hands on his shoulders instantaneously. Like, as you say this gives me exactly what I need. I clap my hands on his shoulders and fling my hat back, like, around my neck by, like, throwing my head up. And I look at him with wide-eyed terror. And I say, I live there. I really need to poop. Only you can save me now. Every second wasted here. Well, you get the idea.
So as Woong like grabs the back of this earthbender's, he's like rocking down the street. There's just this big like jolt as he does kind of an odd move. Just poof, you're all kind of like tossed a foot in the air. Some of you banging your heads on the roof. And he's like, "Whoa! Don't be just grabbing folks!" And I understand. He kind of slows down and parks on the side of the street. Kind of looks one way, looks the next. You can't tell nobody I took you this way. And he kind of he claps his hands together and like, all right, here we go. Cracks along the ground, a similar thing, kind of like you just did, as he like kind of opens up the tunnel, and you all just kind of drop down right away, and it closes up above you, and underneath it seems to be there's like these the same tunnels you guys encountered earlier, but these ones all have tracks along them, like track marks. It seems like other rickshaws might use these from time to time.
Uh-huh.
And he just blisters off down the track, basically turning each and every, using a permanent curve of like soft or flat earth to like push you along like a roll of pavement. Y'all gonna need to brace yourselves. Figure out how you're gonna do that.
I was lying about needing to poop, but something tells me this might for real.
I definitely move to the other side of the cart when I hear you say you have to poop.
Yeah, okay, so we're rocketing through Secret Tunnel.
Secret Tunnel!
Correct answer. I was going to make y'all shift your balance, but the insane tune coming out of Woong's head, like like Willy Wonka in the original.
Like sadly humming Secret Tunnel, like barely holding my sanity together.
Also manages to barely hold everyone else's sanity together. As you kind of like,
that's good support.
As you kind of reach your spot with like dust being thrown up around you. all up in your faces, and there's a big crack and a burst of light as you look up, and there's a bunch of seems to be Fire Nation street lamps above you as you peer up in a side place where there seems to be a bunch of places selling like paper lanterns and stuff. A couple of them nodding to the earthbender as he tosses them a couple coppers.
Thank you, kind sir. You've saved my life and my pants.
I pay the man. I thank him profusely. Like, very well done. Thank you.
I tip him from the bag you gave me. I'm like, I'm so sorry, but thank you. We appreciate it so much.
Kind of looks at you. There's like a very, very odd assortment of people, and he says with the most genuine and heartfelt words, the most sincere things you've ever heard out of a man's worth. Never talk to me again. Forget you saw me.
Give him that nod of like, I understand. Nod.
Immediately burst into tears.
I respect the guy. That's
such heartfelt goodbyes.
Yeah, and you seem to be in what seems to be like a mini traditional like Fire Nation district. Probably a couple blocks away from obviously the unaltered map.
Yeah.
But which means you're more, you're close-ish to the real one on your map. You'll have to be more precise to find it, but around you is tons of traditional Fire Nation designs, some buildings. You get some carts, some foods. You get some more traditional artisans kind of putting up a little bit more effort because they know some tourists will wander over here from the festival.
So, anyone wanna
Fireflakes? Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah.
Want some too?
Yeah, sounds good. We should look for this thing here. Erden's definitely like looking around. He's not admitting he doesn't know where to go because that would be beneath him, but he's fishing for someone to like look around and help because he's just like fumbling over here.
I look around and help. Yeah.
Am I rolling or is someone else rolling?
Go
well,
for it.
They could roll to help you, but yeah, anyone can throw dice here.
Jane.
There we go.
Assess the situation.
Jane rolls, and it's 11. Oh, thanks,
Nice.
Google.
What are we rolling for?
Assess the situation.
All right. You got an 11, so you get to take 2.
Heck yeah.
And you get a +1. You guys will get a +1 ongoing when acting on the answers if he decides to tell everybody.
Heck yeah. What should I be on the lookout for?
Obviously, 2-parters. Part A, you want to be looking out for air nomads or any of the dust things. Secondarily, especially in this area, you're going to be wanting to look for older. This area looks very kind, so you're going to be able to look for people who are like older, who've been here for a while, and they're able to help you out with anything recent that's been changed because they love to gossip. Absolutely love to gossip.
Okay.
Especially with people who are spending money.
I guess that would be the answer to what's my best way out, in, or through.
Yeah.
Would be talk to the locals.
You can ask a different question, seeing as I answered your first one so well. Because you are owned too.
I mean, you basically answered the 2 questions I would have had, which is like, what are we looking for, and how do we get it?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
We're looking for air nomads and stuff, and we're looking and we talk to people.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm happy with those. I'll take my +1.
Okay.
And I'll share that. Like, hey, let's ask the sorry, I have to get back in my Jane voice. Hey, so let's ask some of the local color. I wonder how long I'm going to be here before I stop saying that.
It takes a while. I'll start like handing out some money and just being like, "Hey, have you guys seen any of the air nomads? Like we're trying to do the scavenger hunt thing, and I know the main stuff is over there, but I think there's something around here too. Is there something new? Like, isn't it crazy, all these people around here and things going on, and
All right.
I love this little trinket, and buys it. And
I'll go with plead, and you'll get a +1 on that.
Harmony. I can roll harmony. Yeah, sure. Why not?
You are asking some people. Or trick.
Double sixes. So that's a 13, baby.
Lucky number 13.
Yeah,
okay.
Boy.
So you encountered, let's see, one of you roll me and throw me the results 1 through 4. Roll a d6 and tell me what it comes up.
5.
All right, so it's going to be a 2. That's going to be...
1 time.
So around the corner, you managed to find an actual, like a kindly older Water Nation gentleman.
Okay.
And he perks up when he sees you flashing the money after you buy some of his seal whale blubber jerky.
I'm just munching on it.
Bold. It's actually supposed to be used for fuel.
I'm a firebender.
I'm a waterbender. I also chew on it.
I'm a local. I also chew on it.
As you share this meal with this kindly old person, he's like, yeah, I saw some bulky looking nomads over about a few blocks over by the iceworks, but it was if they bent air, it's got to be some heavy mountain air. It's boof. They fill the room, if you know what I mean.
Thank you. They were taking too much from the community soup pot kind of thing.
Were they? That's a serious accusation, son. I can tell the community leader. I know him. We're pretty tight. We play Pie Gal on Tuesdays.
Well,
obviously bragging about their connections in the community.
Yeah.
You want any more whale blubber? I have it on special. Not very many people come by on a
I'm like trying to like chew through this whale. I'm like, thank you. I'll buy another handful from him, and like another little sack, and then head on around the corner to where he said, pocketing the sack of whale blubber, because that's going to come in handy.
Yeah, this was important.
That's what we call it, inflammable oil.
I know how Kaizo levels work.
Yeah. This is called a key item here.
Yeah.
It was, in fact, a red herring.
We even got a. Are you sure you want to eat that?
It's true. You can't trust anything I say.
No, you asked us. Hey, are you sure you want to eat that?
It's true.
That's the opposite of untrustworthy.
That reminds me.
Oh no.
As we pivot away from Mr. Nozzalot over here, what was everyone else doing? As you kind of explore this little independent district thing. Things swap very drastically between the four nations and a blend between. But very homey.
I was chewing whale blubber because I didn't want to be left out.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We were all part of that conversation.
Just making sure. I didn't know where everyone was.
Wait, why? Now that's got me worried.
Why would you be worried about the frantically writes other things about things like that?
I love that. Yeah. I'm gonna towards the
head
fountain.
Off?
Yeah.
As you guys head off around the corner, excitedly gnawing away on your newfound spoils and your information, the guy cackling to himself, I haven't sold a year's worth of that in a decade.
so chewy.
This is really terrible, isn't it?
I just look at it. It's not great.
What are you guys talking about? This is amazing.
And there's a flash of white just around the alleyway. Seem to be watching you as you guys diss around the corner in your excitement.
Like a camera flash of light?
No.
Like
okay, I immediately no. I want to know who took a picture of me. I'm trying to figure out who took a picture of me.
None of you were able to see this. This is the scene thing. Like behind you, there was a flash of white of someone watching you from the alleyway as you excitedly ran off into the distance.
Dang it! But I didn't notice.
You were pretty focused on the things in your jaws.
Yeah, I was trying to chew.
Mm-hmm. There's probably a great picture of the backs of our heads out there.
Our faces going, her.
I can promise you it was not a camera flash.
It's like a wanted poster, but it's all of our faces mid-chew. So we all just look so mean.
Her.
Do I really make that face? Nice.
So as you guys dash off into the distance, unbeknownst of the watchers in the midst behind you, you excitedly pass more stalls with some very pretty lights of various natures. You can see some crystal lights. You can see some cool like salt shell, like Christmas light type things.
I imagine there's. Can I just like state outright that there's actually a very decent bubble tea place like a block from where we are, and I'm like, guys, we need to wash this down. These are on me. We just need something else to soften what's in our jaws. I get everyone bubble tea.
It's fair,
and it is delicious.
Made with a new technique, innovated by an airbender and a waterbender. It is bubbly.
Yay!
Ooh. You have achieved carbonation.
Ooh.
Nice.
But it is very small yet. It has not been expanded worldwide.
Is this part of the Jasmine Dragon chain? Because
not yet.
They did invent bubble tea.
Not yet, but they do make their bubble tea from Jasmine Dragon products.
Nice.
This is unnatural.
I'm okay with this. It goes well with the jerky. Yeah.
Those are words that were never been spoken. Yes,
Jane bends it out of her cup and then back in and then drinks it and goes, "Oh, the bubbles went away."
Aw.
I'm just saying these guys are visionaries.
I heard it. I look genuinely sad that your bubbles went away.
She's never had like a bubble drink before. She's just like, oh, I wonder what it's like to bend this. Aw.
God, it's like the raccoon who tries to clean his.
Yes, the cotton candy.
Rinse this off and where to go.
It's so sad.
I mean, I'd like look at her like I would genuinely offer to recarbonate this for you, except between the two of us, you have a better shot.
She shrugs and like she takes a sip of it and just keeps drinking it.
After a few blocks of this connecting and moment of loss between the two of you, that will tighten your bonds forever over the sorrows of it.
If this was fellowship, that would be a bond.
Shift your balance one direction now.
One direction towards caring.
You start to see that it's getting a little bit less popularized, a little bit less touristy, more residential. You see it's more people kind of looking at you a bit oddly, like, why are you coming this way? This isn't a tourist area. Go home.
I blend in.
Invasion.
I don't believe you do.
Why not?
Because you're in a group of 30-something-year-olds and a 19-year-old, all drinking carbonated bubble tea.
Okay, the bubble tea is something the locals drink. You know it.
Okay, I'll give you that much. That's probably honestly bonus points in your favor.
Thank you.
But the rest of it is not.
I kind of.
But you do as you start to reach more of like the newly constructed, less bougie stuff, let's just say politely, you start to see some messy tufts of the of the paint, but it seems to be a lot less uniform, a lot less clean, more haphazardly thrown against the wall, as it were.
Hey, these are the markings we're looking for.
Yeah.
I told you to forget me.
I'm looking for 3 dots. 3 orangey yellow dots.
No, this is the blue. This is the wind one. So it'd be
Oh no! Oh
yellow.
yeah, that's a single. This is
yellow.
Sorry, the red and the orange on my screen looks very similar.
It'd be a 1 yellow dot.
A 1 yellowy orange dot.
That's correct. From judging from the spacings of the dots, you'll probably have to walk for a block or two to find where you're going for. But as you do, it's definitely getting dark. It's probably 10, 11. The stars are coming out. The moon's kind of peeking over the clouds. You're getting dappled light, kind of a blend between the moonlight, the street lights that are working. It's a lot more traditional, sometimes lamp lights, but since it's more residential, it's more the ones people have left on outside. Or the random passerby. But it's becoming few and far between. I might even say spooky.
Ooh.
When does this end? Like, when is our scavenger hunt officially over? Like, when's the time limit?
That's a very good question.
The festival is over tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, okay. So we have all night to scavenger hunt.
Yeah. It was a 3-day event.
Incredibly well.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was designed for because anyone can join at any point.
Yeah.
Right. Because it's not. They weren't required to be there at the ceremony and fly on the flying bison. It was just an experience people could have should they go to the ceremony.
An advantage for those who were there at the starting line.
Yeah, but anyone at any point could come in from the festival, coming in from the outside, and join the festival. Scavenger hunt. Because you've seen what some of the prizes at the White Marks are. They're not extravagant.
Little McDonald's toys and stuff.
I love my tiny drum. I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't say they were bad. I just they're not like
it's pretty bad
artifacts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not spirit gifted coral chopsticks.
Hey, I'm not opening up my my Happy Meal to find the Maltese Falcon.
Joke's on you. It's not actually the Falcon.
That's a deep cut.
Oh, jokes on me. It was a real falcon. It was not happy. It was not pleased being in that box.
Oh no!
It was a Maltese falcon, not a Maltese falcon. He's mad. He's really angry.
Hey,
and as you guys are all
Falcon, don't bogart it.
And as you guys are all laughing and bonding and connecting with each other, there's you hear from behind you a bang and a crash.
I turn around to look at the bang and the crash.
And all you see behind you on the wall is smears of what was the powder on the walls, but all blended together with handprints all over them.
So somebody's been intentionally obscuring things.
Do we see the person potentially? Like, we just heard a bang and a crash, so clearly there's someone there.
Possibly.
Can we try to suss out where this person is? Can we do something like try to catch him?
You definitely can, because there's it's not super convoluted where you are. There's a passageway to the left, a passageway to the right. It's walking distance between two buildings, kind of more like walking areas.
I'm gonna do the action that we've been doing tonight, and I need to look it up in my book
assess
again.
Situation.
I'm going to assess a situation.
Roll with creativity.
Yeah.
I deliberately have not been doing that because I have -1 in creativity.
All right. I rolled a 3. However, I still get to ask who or what is most vulnerable to me because I have the punch where it matters move.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. Who or what is most vulnerable to you?
Mm-hmm.
With a 3? What does your ability say?
It says punch where it matters. When you assess a situation, you can always ask who or what is most vulnerable to me, even on a miss.
Sounds about right.
Remember to take the +1 when acting in accordance to the answer.
Okay, I won't be jokey then. The folks, the things, the beings, the things that are obscuring the marks are very weak to you specifically.
Excellent. I'm going to go bend them.
Like Beckham.
Jean starts to approach the where the crash was. All right. Come on. How long are we going to draw this out?
As you guys... Awesome. As you guys... As Jane approaches, as with their hands up, all pandering, yeah, we don't have time for this. There's kind of like a screech and a yell, and all of a sudden, like a bunch of boxes go over, and a sheet just falls right over Jane. As there's a flash of white, and you guys are just, and the lamps go out as a gust of wind comes out of nowhere, and you see just a few more handprints around you, or around Jane, across her like white sheet, all the different colors, but none of them orange.
So wait, Jane's covered in handprints now?
At least the sheet that's around on top of Jane's head.
Did we see who or what did that?
There was just a flash of white, and then there was a screech and a gust of wind, and the light and the lamps went out.
How big are the handprints?
Upon closer inspection, it's very creepy. They're like children's almost.
Jade pulls the blanket off, or the what do you say? Blanket, towel,
sheet. Like an outside sheet. Drop sheet type thing.
Yeah, she pulls the blanket or the sheet off of herself. It does that thing where it zooms in. She does angry face.
Got him.
Come out and fight us. Come on. Stop hiding.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just talking to the wind here. I honestly, Erden's like puffing out his chest, being like, come on, where are you at? Come on, bring it on. Just like, yeah.
Do we get the impression that there's a spirit here?
Absolutely not.
Which means nothing.
Wait. They screeched, right? Or there was a screech?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the lemurs.
They remember.
Well, I'm good.
No. All right. So Jane walks away from that and is like, all right, let's keep looking for this dot.
You do start to see like the telltale signs of more dots, meaning that you're getting close to the location. You start to see a few orange ones.
Are they singles?
No singles yet, but you are starting to see orange ones appear in variations, so you must be on the right track. And the area's gotten definitely more like where before it was like kind of like home built and cutesy and oh look, it's so quaint. This is more like mass produced, just square blocks. It's kind of looming over you, 2 stories with like a little walking paths between them. And then you start to hear the sounds of like footsteps kind of echoing around you, and a little pitter patter of feet and hands. And then in the lamplight at the end of one of the hallways, you see your first orange single dot.
Go towards that real quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As you kind of all run towards the dot, the light becomes like obscured. It's just like a black wall in front of you. And you kind of all like full on domino stack run into it. as there's a combined oof from like five or six of you.
Did someone just earthbend a wall? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just calling you a knucklehead.
Well, hey, who earthbended a wall in front of us?
As you kind of all like extricate yourselves from the darkness and the shadows, trying to figure out who's who, you're all helping each other up, dusting off your shoulders. Oh, sorry about that. I wasn't looking where I was going. Are you guys okay? As you kind of all look at each other.
Hey, wait a minute.
Sassy guy looking down at you.
Is this the guy I know? Like, do I recognize this guy?
Yeah, it's the angry guy from before.
Oh, sweet!
And it's my enemy.
And as he like,
I just look at him and I'm like, yeah, go for it.
Well, in the moment, he's still like with his hand on like Erden's shoulder, like brushing him off. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to skid. And he like stops mid sentence when he realizes who it is.
Oh, and I just look at him, and I'm like, yeah, I know you're sorry, because you're about to get beat. It's fight time.
As you say that, you feel like his grip tighten, and he's like, "You're right." And all of a sudden, you both sink down into the earth.
Oh yeah, no, I've challenged him. I've used my challenge move, and I successfully challenge him to a fight. This is a fight.
Okay.
That's Erden's ready for this. I have a move that specifically challenges people to a fight, and he's like, "Oh yeah, no, we're fighting, buddy. Like, I'm glad you're bringing me into this like pit. My eyes are too happy right now."
And you all kind of like see this, and as you say, Erden, oh yeah, I'm ready for flump. As you can still kind of like hear him through the earth saying his like little speech. Oh, we're gonna do this. Oh, this is going down. You got this, motherfucker.
Are we fighting or hitting on each other? I don't know.
And it's like the sand pit kind of extends towards the other three of you, kind of enveloping you and sucking you down as well. Well, attempting to.
Yeah,
I'm gonna myself. Jane will ride down there.
I'm just gonna stilt up.
So you're gonna what?
I'm just gonna stilt up out of the melting earth here.
You're gonna dodge it?
Well, why would I get sucked underground like a noob?
Well played.
I kind of like grab onto one of your stilt thingies and just kind of like hold on tight.
Yeah, I'll like hold on to you to keep you from getting sucked down.
Yay!
Yeah, you react super fast, and you just hold on like a growing tree as he kind of lifts you up out of it.
You raise me up so I can stand on mountains.
Is Erdine's challenge a one-on-one fight?
No. That's the fun part.
Cool. So Jane's gonna follow Erdine into the pit, like feet first. Here we go.
I fell into the pit. I just have a song for everything, don't I?
So since Jane is fighting her adversary, Jane clears all fatigue.
Nice.
Boop, boop.
Okay.
I did not roll a 10+, so I do not clear fatigue at the end of this challenge. But that's okay, because it's going to be a fight.
So as our new crew kind of like split off, one ascending vertically to avoid this, two ascending vertically to avoid the sand, two like getting sucked down for the ultimate pit fight. The two in the sky is an inadvertent accident. You look down at where the light was illuminating the orange dot, and you see just a crowd of lemurs just swarming over the thing, climbing up to the rooftop, staring you in the face. Like eye contact. Their little golden brown orbs just dripping in loathing as they kind of fly off into the rooftops, almost daring you to come after them.
I signal unity to my brothers and respect. Like, don't worry, guys, I got this.
And then below you have what seems to be a prepared little pit with like fireflies inside, and a couple weapons sat on the wall as you seem to be ready or hoping one of you would appear.
Excellent.
But the odd thing is you don't remember him being an earthbender. If he was, you think they would have gotten out of the pit that Woong had so graciously dug for them to keep them warm.
They're twins.
That's okay.
Triplets.
Yeah, they can be triplets for all I care.
Could be a guy who changes his hat.
Oh my gosh.
Aggressive incoming from the DM pit.
Oh, yeah, no. Erden does not care whether this. He doesn't care if this guy's an earthbender,
or the
waterbender,
avatar,
or the avatar. Erden's ready to hit him. He didn't get a chance earlier, and Erden feels like he lost that original fight because he didn't land the final blow. So he's ready.
Jane thinks that Erden looks like he could handle himself in a fight, but he's also kind of young. So she's like, I'm gonna go and make sure this guy doesn't get in over his head.
Fair. That's honestly a very, very fair and nice thing to do. Yeah, are we rolling to fight? What are we doing here?
Yeah, so we'll quickly do this in two separate things. We'll do scene shift into you guys quickly fighting with Monsieur Bossy Angry Face, and then there'll be a chase scene for you guys up on the rooftops if you wish to chase down said lemurs with the prize.
Heck yeah.
Technically, the lemurs could be the perfect guardian for it.
The prize is the lemur's eyes.
This is not Hunter x Hunter. You are not harvesting the eyes of an entire clan. So we'll start off with down in the pit. Them picking up. Oh, cook your ass, you mother! As Erdine's just talking the most trash to him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're going down. It's ready. Put us in a pit. Pits are the best. I'm a pit fighter, baby.
As a chain rains from the sky. And does like a triumphant smile. And with his like preparedness, as it were, he immediately separates you. Tries to separate you and Jane. Yelling out, "This was supposed to be a one-on-one," using a stone shield to kind of hopefully try to separate you. But
he's getting a preemptive attack. That bugger.
Attack is a bold statement, but yes.
I am trying to find the combat.
It is page 2 of the Avatar Legends play materials. Or I think it's near the very end of the actual book.
Play materials. Okay, hang on. I feel like there's a pinned message in here.
There might be.
Here we go.
I think there's a pinned folder, and in the folder there's play materials. Yeah. Page 2 of that. The play materials is really handy to have up all the time, just FYI.
Play materials. Excellent. Oh, I don't like that.
So it's basically... so Jane is now technically impaired. It's tough to move inside. But attacks against her will be blocked for the first time each exchange.
Okay.
So what kind of a attack thing was this? Or are you just setting up the scene, basically?
This was a preemptive kind of set up the scene moment. But this is an obstacle you are more than welcome and challenged to overcome, because it is just a stone shield. This is not something like you're not getting Iron Maiden by rocks.
Yeah. Okay. As narrator, you need to pick what your action is first. Write that or have that ready. And then we all say whether we're defending, maneuvering, advancing, attacking, or evade and observing together, kind of thing. So I'm ready. I know what I'm doing. I have marked it on my paper. I know.
I am also ready.
Okay, he's ready. Okay, revealing. He's A&Ing.
I am DNMing.
I am evading and observing.
Nice. Okay. So I go first, and I'm going to be maneuvering this defended maneuver. Because I'm going to maneuver so that I am kind of on the other side of him, so he's pincered between the two of us.
Well, remember, there is a stone wall between you and Jane.
Yeah, that's okay. I can go away from Jane. Defended maneuver rolls with focus. Perfect. So it is. So it's a 9, and do I get a +1 from this? No. Okay, so that's a 9. Use one basic or mastered technique. Just rereading the system, sorry. Okay. Okay, so then I am going to use steady stance. I'm going to assume a strong steady stance. Any foes that engage with me any foes who choose to advance and attack me must mark an extra fatigue.
Okay.
And I negate the first condition or negative status inflicted on me during this exchange. So the next condition or status that would be inflicted on me, I ignore it. In this exchange specifically, and if I don't get afflicted by anything, I become empowered for the next exchange. I basically ready myself. I'm like, oh, we're fighting. Erden's like just pumping himself up, like just he looks so happy right now. You know, like I don't want to say he's one of those guys who starts ripping off his shirt in the middle of a fight because he's too classy for that. But if he was like, 50 IQ points lower, he'd be ripping off his shirt right now. He's that excited. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That next is where's that little sheet? So attack, advance and attack is next. So he's going to. Yeah, that's me. So he was. I just have to look at the rules for this. He's going to be forceful blowing you, but because you made it cost an extra 1, it's costing 2 fatigue for him.
What's forceful blow? Sorry.
So basically, because he already had a hand on you. So swing at the enemy with all your might, sending them flying. So he's marking 1 fatigue, but +1 because of your ability. So 2. Because it's yeah. And then so inflict 2 fatigue or 1 condition on your target, his choice, and then push them to a new position unless they mark 2 fatigue. So. In the universal techniques?
Yeah. I'm not going to mark 2 fatigue.
Okay, so you're going to take the condition, because I'd already written here. He was going to apply the condition on its attack if he succeeded.
Okay, so I take 2 fatigue, or 1. Oh yeah, so you were going to give me a condition instead of inflicting 2 fatigue.
Yeah, but you ignored the first condition applied.
I ignore the first condition. Perfect. Okay, and then I'm not gonna, and then
he's going
to push me to
Yeah, so, then he's going to take you, swing you around, and slam you back into the wall.
That's fair.
And kind of try to slow you down with some hastily made rock shackles, which probably won't do much, if anything.
Yeah. No, I just kind of shake off the rock.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, oh, it's on. It's on.
As Jane hears this thudding from the other side of the stone shield, and a grunt out of pain from and bullshitting from Erdane.
Nice.
So Jane, on the other side of the stone, puts a hand up against it. Doesn't earthbend it. She's not the Avatar.
Oh man, are none of us the Avatar?
Spoilers.
Oh no.
Oh, what about me?
She puts a hand up against it and draws out the water from the bottle on her hip that all waterbenders just should have.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to use the bolster or hinder to call from the other side of the stone. Hey, Erdine.
Yeah?
This is going to be great. Just remember to duck in a few seconds.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm going to bolster or hinder. I can give a positive status. Empowered, favored, inspired, or prepared. Probably prepared.
Prepared?
Yeah. You're ready for what's coming. Clear, prepared to take +1
to an appropriate roll.
To an appropriate roll.
Okay.
After the roll.
Yeah.
Or avoid marking condition.
That's good.
And I did roll an 11. So let's see. So I can use a second one. Recenter, test balance. Mark 1 fatigue to challenge an engaged foe's balance. All right, and then she says, "Before I do this, are you sure? Before I do this, are you sure that you want to do a 2-on-1, or do you want to call it here?" And so I'm asking what their principle is, but like in a roleplay way.
Yeah. Hearing out this like faint echo of challenge and like demand from them, kind of scoffs at you, and it's like, I'm doing what needs to be done, getting rid of the problems so we can have our own powers to make our own decisions. And he kind of peters off, and too many grand speeches. Too many of us have tried to do this. As he kind of like focuses down on Erdine, it will end. I will not be afraid to put people in the dirt. Not like all the leaders before. No one will take these relics from us.
Cool. So what, okay, so I guess that's just what their principle is?
Yeah, the principle is just about to take the power of the relics.
Okay. Excellent. So now we can use those moves.
Nice.
And that's my turn. I think.
And there's a big shouting match below. We kind of cut up.
Oh, sorry. When you evade and observe, did you clear a fatigue?
I didn't have any fatigue because I entered into a fight with my.
Oh yes. Sorry.
With my dude, but then I gained 1 fatigue because it's mark 1 fatigue to challenge and engage foe's balance.
That's fair. Okay.
And as we cut up to like a shouting match downstairs in what can only be considered probably unsafe for your ears, we cut up to the 2 people staring at this just like cloud of monkeys just roiling across the rooftops, having just absconded with what appears to be the relic.
After those monkeys!
I rocket upwards with my stilts to basically the maximum amount of lift I can get with the earth that I've got in my grasp. And I'm going to leap from there to the next rooftop, basically, that they were all clustering on. And I'm going to heft Ash while I do it.
I was about to say,
Ash is more likely to land well than I am. I might land poorly.
All right.
Yes, as you're like kind of rocketed up with the newest invention of an elevator / ladder, you kind of like land on the rooftops as you see the first batch of monkeys kind of start off with the new disturbance of you guys landing up beside them with kind of like little screeches and hoots of surprise, and some of them flapping up, flapping down. You see a couple of them, one with like full white with black markings, one full black with white markings, sitting there kind of sifting through a bag and like poking each other and looking back inside, kind of look over at you and kind of dart off with the crowd of them, trying to jump off to the next rooftop.
Quick question. Or is it because they look all riled up and angry, right?
Oh yeah, you betcha.
Now, is it that they generally look like just upset, or do they look like they're upset at Wong?
Well, I don't think Wong did anything to them. Woong, on the other hand.
Oh, well, sorry. I'm still. It's hard. I don't know how to say things. I'm bad at words.
I got the lemur's lunch. It's Erdine that they have a long memory for.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I able to just kind of like try and whichever lemurs are holding the thing that we need, just kind of look at them? Am I able to be like hey, buddy, what's the matter? Because I have the ability, whatever I can, spending time talking to the locals about their problems.
Okay, so that's cute. No, you're already talking to the lemur butt.
Right, they're local with problems.
Yeah, their problems are someone in your party.
Yeah, I know. I've got a problem with them too. We can relate to each other.
I can kill him for you.
I can try to make him mad. I'm just saying, like, I just be like, hey, buddy, also, maybe I have snacks. Do I have snacks?
What about the whale blubber that I don't particularly like to eat?
They probably like fruit, right? I don't know. But I feel like if we try to chase the horde of tiny flying monkeys, we will lose on a race.
Undoubtedly, we will lose.
So I'm trying to coax them. Just be like, hey, come here.
They have no time for your paltry words, human.
Do I have paltry snacks on me? I'm trying to remember if I have snacks.
You have the most paltry of snacks upon you.
What do I have with me? I think I've got the
I have some fire flakes and this disgusting whale blubber. Please take the tribute.
This is like this epic.
We offer that tribute, and we just try to get like low and like really calm and predictable.
But yeah, can we barter it?
So as you like
blubber,
bring out the fire flakes, which I forgot you guys had, and like the potent whale blubber jerky. You see like the stragglers kind of all like stop and pause, and it kind of like ripples out amongst them just before they jump over to the next rooftop, and they all stop on the edge, kind of look back, just like this sea of lantern like eyes staring at you unblinking in the moonlight.
Yummy snack.
And then they all kind of like approach you, but like not in a way you really appreciate. It's all like all is one, but like one step at a time. Like as you breathe out each time, kind of predatory.
So West Side Story? Like, is this a gang of flying lemurs now, like, stepping to us?
Yeah, not unlike that. But you definitely feel like the grand finale is not going to involve, like, some cool sequence dance battles. It's going to involve monkey fangs.
They're going to bite our faces, aren't they?
They're going to bite our faces.
How do we defeat a swarm of angry lemur monkeys?
I mean, sand to the face always works, but we really need that satchel.
Yeah, I know. And they can just cut and run whenever they want.
They can.
Really, we don't have the advantage here. But what do we do?
Do you have any musical instruments on you?
That's exactly what was going through my head.
You know what? I just blush and say nothing. I have no musical instruments.
Dang it. Okay. Hold on. We can do this.
Wait a second. Continue. Just writing some stuff down.
Oh, come on. Trying to look through various abilities. Some kind of... Can I plead with them?
Yeah, how do you want to plead with them?
With roll for harmony.
What? Nailed it. Technically correct.
I rolled 2.
So
you want something narrative? Is that what you want?
No, it's okay. I got it. As you're like, hey there, buddies. Hey, you want some of these fire flakes? You want some of these fire flakes? And like, in you're like, oh, look, they're coming towards me. Oh my God, this is working. You like trip and just kind of like spike the fire flakes into one of their faces.
No! I could have rolled well. You didn't even give me a chance.
You said you rolled a 2.
No, I said I rolled 2, right? Like 2 dice?
I was not the only one who thought she said she rolled a 2.
Yeah.
No!
Yes, you roll 2 dice.
Thank you. Okay. I got a 7 just on the line.
Okay, so I apologize.
So you don't feed them the way Azula feeds does.
Aww.
Okay, I will.
Why is Azula so mean?
Her dad is like
the devil.
Is like evil. Yeah. Her dad is Mark Hamill going a little bit more Joker than Luke.
So, with a blend of your soothing words, the promise of food, and whatever the fuck the smell coming off of the whale blubber jerky and Woong's hands is.
Heck yeah!
You kind of the horde kind of becomes a little bit less conglomerated, and you start seeing blinking and fangs kind of disappear, and a lot more curiosity and intrigue, as opposed to, I think these things need to die. And they don't seem to. The ones at the back who are holding the sack have also approached and kind of mingled in with the crowd and interested in what's going on. But they have not really gone closer. They've just settled down. I
start singing a song from my childhood.
And they flee, and you lose the artifact forever.
Why wouldn't that work?
To the other one.
It was a happy song about monkeys.
Monkeys aren't. No. You already tried to. You consoled them, and now they're chilling out. You achieved your goal.
It was a gentle song.
Take your victory.
Okay. I tried.
Maybe in a bit.
Okay.
Maybe after the second round of combat.
Yeah, once we spread some spotlight some more. As like the offers of food and stuff has calmed the angry horde of white up top. Just you hear kind of the echoes of some thudding and "You suck" coming from. I don't know why it's Shorzy coming down from this. Oh, Jenna, you're just the prettiest thing. I take you out so good. Down in the rocks, as there's the rock wall seems to be kind of like being abused from both sides, between Airden getting thrown against it and some guy throwing rocks against it. And some encouraging words being thrown against it from the other side. Time to declare your moves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm apparently not as ready as you.
I'm ready.
In all fairness, you have to be in two places at once mentally. So
Where is my other page here?
This is also probably why they're like, let the narrator pick first. Let them get ready.
Yeah.
So he's just going to do this. Nice and easy. So he's ready, so
I'm defend and maneuvering.
I am advancing and attacking.
He is defend and maneuvering as well.
Excellent. So he gets the first defend and maneuver, I believe.
Okay.
I think we established you go first, I think, last time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So he's going to, pardon me, as he sees like you preparing and like the declaration, I'm gonna fuck you up. He's like, let's see you try. You're in my environment now. As he like kind of does a whole like Sonic twist, bends down. All the rock kind of coats up his body as he's kind of coated in this asphalt-looking rock as he uses earth armor. And he kind of like does the whole like Bruce Lee, hand out, ear, bring it.
Oh, I just start chuckling, and
That's when I killed him, Your Honor.
and I get a +1 from prepared, right? Right? Yes, I do. So that's a 10. Yes, we're ready. It's go time. It was deliberate.
They
We're
take
ready.
a minus. They take a minus. They are intimidated.
That's a 10. So on a defend and maneuver. So that means I get on a 10 plus. I choose from this list instead.
Yeah.
Mark of fatigue to use a learned technique. Yeah, I do want to learn this technique, but I'm 1 fatigue short. What happens if I can't mark 3 fatigue? I just take a condition? Yeah, I'm cool with that. Okay, it's about to get fun. Are you ready for this? Okay, I'm going to mark a fatigue here, and this is going to become practiced. How tall would you say this cave is, narrator?
We're talking fighting pits, so it's probably probably around 8 feet. It's not tall.
Okay. Excellent. I
don't like it when you say it like that.
Erden just he sees this guy just take a big ready stance, and he's like, bring it on kind of thing. And Erden just starts laughing. You pissed me off, bud. I don't have enough room to jump in here. I like pits when they're open pits, not closed pits. This is not a pit. This is a tunnel. And Erden just leans back and lands on his hands, feet kicking up into the air, towards this guy. And I use Fire Stream as just a jet of straight fire just starts pouring from my feet and absolutely encasing and surrounding this guy. I'm going to mark 3 fatigue, which means I get the angry condition. And this guy becomes doomed and impaired.
So, as you unlock the world's first mastered technique of tantruming, up at the guy above you, as like the smoke doesn't clear and you all die from the lack of oxygen, with Jane safely nestled in her air pocket. The campaign somberly continues.
Worth it.
No, so ignoring the physics aspect of that. So after your like big rage session, and the fire clears, and you look up, and you see just like a statue is cracked and frozen and steaming, and then a layer kind of cracks off the eye. More, it all cracks off, and it completely slows away as he's standing there. Kind of cracks his neck, and it's like, well, that must have felt good for you, huh?
What? How did he block that?
Earth armor while holding it, can block conditions.
How many conditions can he block?
1 for each stack on it, which is 3.
Oh, that son of a bitch.
Oh my god, it's perfect. I can't. Oh man, couldn't have asked for better.
Hit them now because he did burn up all the oxygen. So they're both like,
yeah. So as he's like looking at you all,
heaved.
He's looking at you all smugly. You know, there's a little bit of like dripping rocks off the ceiling because of the heat, and little burns on the shoulders. And he kind of looks down at you, and his eyes kind of go dilate a little bit, and sways a little bit. Puts his hand on the thing. You think that's enough to stop me? Your nose are here. And he kind of like brings his hand up with a giant rock fist and brings it down. And all Jane hears on the other side is this huge slam.
Does Jane get to take an action?
You bet Jane does.
Yeah, how come he's getting a second action this turn?
Yeah.
Hold it there, tomato sauce.
Like, whoa. He took his action. His action was Earth Armor.
You bet he did. As we cut over to Jane hearing a giant boom on the inside.
I also do want to mention that since Erdine has since Erden has prepared, Erden could choose to not take a condition.
No, I used my prepared to get a +1. Sorry.
Oh, cool. Cool. All right.
But thank you.
Yeah. All right. So I rolled a 7, and since I have +3 passion, that is a 10.
Nice.
That'll do it.
Some things are going to happen. So last turn I used evade and observe.
One thing I forgot to mention narratively as well is from the little tantrum on the other side. Your rock wall's a little is steamy. It's dried out a bit more, but not like hot to the touch. It's not like dangerous to you. It's just definitely dried out more.
Don't worry. That's not going to be a problem. So, since I have what is it? Sense environment as a technique, which I wait. Did I have to do that last turn? How does this work?
For what?
Oh, darn. All right. Well, I guess I didn't use that. The system is confusing. So I have a technique called Sense Environment, where when I use Evade and Observe, I can basically get an extra smash already. But I did not realize that was a technique that I had to use. So this will be a lot less fun. But still fun. So I use first Smash. I mark 1 fatigue, boop, and I blow up the wall. Just a surge of water just cuts through the wall. And then a Jane comes through the wall as well.
And a rush of fresh air.
Oh yeah.
Just nice. Smoke and like burnt earth in the smell.
So then I will use Strike. So I will... how does fatigue and everything work in this? Like, if getting him to 5 fatigue doesn't take him out of the fight, right?
No, it just gives him a condition. Something like that. But I will tell you that won't matter as much. So as you go to make your strike, as you like,
do you not
burst
have an
through the
attack
wall.
move beyond strike?
What do you mean?
Like, because you can use. Do you not have a? Did you not pick a advance and attack move?
Oh yeah,
from the water bending section.
I'm doing stuff.
Oh, okay. Sorry. If you know what you're doing, I'm like normally the basic moves are not necessary.
See, I was supposed to have 4 actions this turn, but I only have 3.
Oh,
which is why I'm like, ugh, this sucks.
Fair enough.
So as you like burst through the wall, Jane yelling, "I'm coming for you, Danielle! Kick that motherfucker's ass!" You strike through the air, absolutely missing, because on the ground beside you is him, passed out with a giant rock fist, a couple inches away from Erdene's head.
Oh, he passed out?
He passed out.
Ha! Sucker.
For the combination of the lack of oxygen, plus the cost of his abilities, plus the fact you gave him 2 fatigue, the things, means he couldn't recover his fatigue, combined with the fact that you used your super fire move for full effect was pretty effective in that situation.
That's not the full effect.
Okay, well, it was 2 full effects.
Fair enough. I'm just saying, like, that's the middle level of that attack.
Because I was going to let him fight out, or I was hoping one of you would get environmental.
Well, my next 2 things were going to be I strike to either mark 2 fatigue, a condition, or shift their balance away from center, and then I use creeping ice to force them to become impaired.
That would have been sassy. Trap even more. No, you definitely made.
She still does it. She still absolutely does all of
it. Oh yeah, I would definitely. You still have to work your way out of here.
Yeah,
but like
the guy's passed out, and then also gets concussed.
Yeah, as we flash up from like the front of the cave to the mandrill management up on the top shelf. Trying to bribe their way in the break room with free food.
Nice.
How will they solve this dilemma?
I mean, you're the lemur whisperer.
Yeah, I suppose it's up to me.
It is.
Let's see. My choices are... Actually, can I rely on my skills and training here? Because I'm good with rallying, like organizing people of lesser intelligence than myself. Can I transform? Can I treat this lemur group as though it is a military or paramilitary unit, and then use my authority to make them respect my call and make them think that I am a superior? In this. Okay.
Specifically because you described it like that.
Okay. So I am going to I'm going to flex authority on the lemurs while also organizing them into a unit.
Because these are the descendants of
Pokey?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that cloud of lemurs was exceptionally intelligent and received very well to the militaristic orders of that tiny child. Milo, that's it.
Okay, so on a 7, because my focus is +0, I do it imperfectly. You tell me how my approach might lead to unexpected consequences, or I can mark a fatigue.
Don't forget there's also the help technique. Oh, but that's only a +1. Okay, so what was it again? Sorry?
I succeed, but with unexpected consequences.
Okay. How are you doing it? Lay out the scene.
I'm gonna stand up, like dust off my uniform, and I'm gonna tell them to like fall in, basically, and like try to like garner their attention with like an authoritarian tone. And then I'm going to probably start doing like traditional dance, which is like how we would open our like meetings and stuff like that. So I'm there and I've got all their attention and I'm doing like, you know, a fairly stiff dance in front of them to try and like, you know, make sure that they're all focused on me. And then I'm going to order them to like, you know, fall into line and then walk amongst them. You know what I mean? Move through them and kind of like, you know, correct their stance. And then if they're still going with it by that point, then, you know, at that point, I'm going to start organizing them and giving them weapons. Teaching them how to rob people. Like, what do you... Oh, sorry, that escalated really quickly. Okay.
It's the correct answer.
I start to wonder if you're the greatest dictator I've ever seen.
I mean, give me lemurs. What are you supposed to do? You make lemonade.
So in this like in this perfect like organization, they respond like immediately. All their ears perk up super straight. They're spawned out in like super lines, and you're like, this is going fucking perfect. This is majestic. They're like, they turn left, they turn right. You know, arms up, arms down. You start to see the sack kind of like bouncing between all of them, and then all of a sudden, when you give the order to fall in, there's like this moment of like. I don't know, like realization or shock for you, but you get shunted down the leadership tree because you realize that you are taking on like the rigid like role you tried to run away from, and forcing it upon these animals that you remember growing up with in the forest and stuff, and interacting with the freedom of animals, taking it away from them. So mark 2 away from your center on balance.
Oh no. I've gone too far towards support and away from leadership.
I observe all of this with wonder and just bafflement. Just okay.
And as you kind of lose your focus, they kind of lose their focus and kind of all scatter and mill around as like this fireworks kind of go off because it's still the last festival night, and they all kind of like start and scatter, and all that's left is like the two really distinct ones who kind of like left staring at the two of you, and they just kind of like leave the pouch there.
I fall to my knees and cry. I was not good enough to be their leader.
And they just kind of chitter and run off.
I look to go grab the pouch, but then I see my buddy just like completely broken, and I just kind of just like grab the bag of fire flakes, and I just kind of like go over and like wordlessly like hand on the shoulder, offer him some fire flakes, just like, you know, like just like it's okay, you're okay. You is good. You is strong, smart. You is important. Kind of a moment. I'm just like, it's okay.
Shoveling them in my face.
It's okay.
And my eyes and my nose.
No, not in your eyes and nose. Those are really spicy.
Yes,
those are some spicy tears.
You just like look up at me like eyes completely red.
I am alive. The pain lets me know I'm alive.
I just kind of like, so do you want to talk about it?
No.
And
actually, let's never speak of this.
And as he says that, all of a sudden you just hear this from down behind you.
I just kind of acknowledge that. What?
And the party reunites.
Yeah. Well, you know, grab the bag, but I also kind of give you that look, that little like lips are sealed, like I will never tell a soul.
I'm gonna just nod for a split second before pulling my hat down back over my eyes, and I'm like, "We got the bag."
We're so good.
So before we blow out of that hole, can I describe how we blow out of that hole, please?
Oh, you betcha! I just gave you a sound effect.
Okay, excellent.
Do you want Jane's assistance on it?
Oh no! I got this.
Okay, cool.
Erden turns to Jane, and I just kind of hold out my hand, almost like you'd hold out your hand to offer to dance or something like that.
Dean hitting up.
And does Jane hold my hand back or?
Yeah, okay. Jane's like
I can show you the world.
Jane gives him a smirk, all right.
He's gonna take his hand and kind of just pull her in, almost for a hug. And he's like, just hold on for a second. I want to say thank you for having my back there. And he just the two of them walk kind of together, and he just stands on top of this guy's body. And he's like, it was really nice of you to have my back there. That was helpful. This guy, he got my hands dirty. I don't like to get my hands dirty. And Erden's just gonna rocket explode from his feet, and we're just gonna fly right through the ceiling. He's just gonna punch right through it, super punch. And absolutely, you thought that rocket jet that he used earlier as an attack was aggressive. This is a next level to that.
That boom was just the sound of your skull getting caved in because it's just solid rock. Oh my god, he's dead!
And we're just gonna rocket through up to the top, and Erden's gonna be like, that feels much better knowing he helped me. I like when they help me in the end. And he's gonna help put you down, jet lightly over to and help put you down beside the others. And with that, I'm gonna say thank you to that guy because I'm going to master my fire stream technique, because my challenge ability lets me either learn something from them or get them to teach me a mastery. And I feel like burning him to a crisp taught me the mastery of that technique.
Did you just murder him?
Yeah, okay, for one thing, he's not dead. Damn, calm down, coal-fired oven.
Hey, listen, unconsciousness is not surrender.
But it's not consent.
Oh, he lost that fight.
All right, so on this episode of Korra, this children's card game, we're gonna
Yuki's gonna send everyone to the Shadow Realm.
Celestial Flame burns his most recent enemy. No, he's not dead. He's not.
No, that's fair.
He's not crispy.
Dead.
He's hairless and naked
in
a hole.
And he's probably got a few third degree and second degree burns on him.
Well, actually, not completely hairless.
That's
his arm covered in the rock on that still has hair on it.
That's yep. But yeah, he was of use to me. It was appreciated.
And now, are you just going to leave him as you're all kind of the two of you are staring at this slightly crispy enemy in the hole? These two kind of stilt down from the ceiling above, looking both physically and emotionally destroyed.
We're fine. We're fine. Okay, we're fine.
Oh, Erden looks rough too, by the way. He's his suit's dirty, and before his pants were a little bit singed, he's wearing short shorts right now because they're everything is burnt from below that.
Would you say your pants on fire?
Oh yeah.
It's called Distressed, and it's $40.
Again, short shorts that are singed.
Actually, shorts at $40 isn't bad.
Sorry, who wears short shorts?
I'm wearing short shorts.
Erden wears short shorts.
So a fire truck just pulled up in front of my window, and firefighters just got out, and they have their fire axes, and They're O2 tanks and like they're in full gear.
Do you need to leave?
I don't see a fire. They're walking across the street, so it's not my.
Yeah, it was like sneaky fire.
I'm just like I'm not seeing a sign of any fire.
Until there's like a loud alarm, assume that they're strippers.
It's not untrue.
Throw a few ones at them.
As we say in Canada, make it hail.
Make it hail.
Just shucking
loonies.
What is it? Loonies.
It's so expensive here. You have to start at a minimum of 5. If you're gonna
We've been to a strip club where they made it hail. It's not a pretty sight. I'm sorry to say. I feel genuinely bad. Yeah, it's not.
I'm sorry. I'm tipping you. I'm sorry. Anyway,
we didn't do it. It was
Oh, it's because you're cheap.
Well, no, because we use 5s because we're not monsters.
Anyway, so did you say that there's an unconscious but still technically alive but just very badly burned body down there?
Yes.
I don't know what it is with you guys and leaving people in pits, but 2 for 2.
And he's completely immobilized.
In this case, it was his own pit.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Can I, as an offender, unpit this man?
Yeah. So here's my thoughts. First of all, we need to figure out what's in that bag. Second, we need to find a safe and secluded location. And third, we need to find something to tie this motherfucker to. That's my wish list for the next 10 minutes.
Is there like a source of water in the area? Like a pipe or just like anything? Preferably a pipe that has some kind of like a spigot so I can just get water.
Yes, you're not just breaking people's water systems. I'll
hit an unconscious guy.
Yeah, that's
unconscionable.
There's a few like public fountains around, like public water fountains for like water bottles and stuff.
I don't like that they're public. I think we need
beggars literally can't be choosers.
No. We can find somewhere private with the bathtub.
Let Jane do her thing first, and then.
Well, like my thought was if I can get enough water to just like get the guy out of the pit. I don't know how much water is necessary to just carry someone aloft, but that was my thought. But like if I would have to like go out into the public again and like be visibly.
It is like 11 at night. When I say public, I mean, sure, you could be seen, but like...
Okay. It's 11 at night. Secondary thought. Can I just use my like Earth Vortex ability to fill in the pit and then we don't have to worry about it anymore?
No. I want him alive.
He'll be alive for a bit.
Yeah. Oh. Well, you'd better hurry then, because it's becoming more of a tempting idea the longer that this discussion goes on.
If you could earthbend, you can just get him out of the pit.
Yeah. Correct.
Is there somewhere? Is there somewhere secluded and private that we can take him? Close-ish.
Slap him around a little bit.
Have no idea.
Can I local knowledge to see if I have an idea?
You bet you could.
Okay. Which one's local knowledge again? That
probably relies on your skills and training.
I think that's unless that's
right?
Or assess.
Focus for skills and training, unless your creativity for assessing the situation.
Nah, they're both the same, so it doesn't matter. That is a 8.
So yes, there are. You notice that some of the properties seem to have little like gardens in the back. A lot of them, and odds are you could probably find one with a shed you could probably borrow for a little bit, or at least stash somebody who's unconscious in until the morning.
That'll work. To the shed with the body. I mean, it's not a body; it's a dude.
Jane will make ice shackles for him.
Cool. Easy as pie.
Lose his limbs by the time he wakes up, and
Wait,
that would point the finger at us.
That's not the plan.
I'm just saying, you have a solid block of ice trapped around your wrist for several hours while you're sleeping. I mean, you're going to lose.
Not for hours. Whoa. To get him there, just like, the thing. So if he wakes up, he's not like, aha, earthbending.
Yeah.
And then when we get him somewhere and actually find some, like, rope or something to tie him up, we can do that.
Trust me, but the air nomads will probably find him in the morning, judging by his angry screams, seeing as he's lost to you again.
All right, so we take him and we tie him up in a shack?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
And now he loses his limbs.
Wait, no. Okay, while he's unconscious, can we check out what's in that bag?
You betcha.
We do that.
What the dog doing?
What the dog doing? Stealing your stuff. So obviously, this is the airbender bag.
Yep.
Oh, where's my little list here?
He didn't anticipate us to get it. No, I'm just.
No, I had a list of NPCs or like character things. I can't remember where I put it.
Is it a bison whistle?
Bison. It's a bison.
Bison. It's
always a bison.
It's always a bison.
Well, it will be very soon because I remember what I did with my growth.
It's a sky buffalo.
So what it appears to be is a. It seems to be like an airtight tube. And then upon opening it up, inside is like a calligraphy set.
Okay.
Are you sure this is the right thing?
Me?
No, never mind. Never mind.
Okay. Calligraphy set.
Okay.
Interesting.
Right thing?
I got it now.
All right. So we found the treasure.
Yep.
Now what do we do?
Oh, now we're gonna ask our friend some questions soon as he wakes up. But also,
Slap him.
no, don't just.
What? You said to wake him up. Come on.
That's fair.
This is your fault.
I know I'm not responsible. Anyway. Okay. So, does he wake up from the slap?
Yeah. Oh, if you're actually gonna slap him and interrogate him, yeah. Oh, he wakes up with it. Smells like burnt toast.
That'd be you.
Kind of looks down and says, "Oh, where'd my clothes go?"
Oh man, we forgot about that. I do not break that way. That doesn't happen. All right. I feel like I also need to roll to intimidate here. Like that's just got to be a thing.
He's strapped to a chair. He's naked, strapped to a chair, half burnt, and you're like, I gotta still intimidate this guy. He's not scared enough.
I need him. This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
International war crimes.
I don't care about the Geneva Convention.
Wait, you want me to intimidate him?
What? Yeah, I'll intimidate him.
Well,
I have a +4 in my roll right now.
I don't even know anyone named Geneva.
I feel like Jane can take the water from his eyeballs.
No. I'm gonna let Ash.
First of all, I regret ever having said that. That is one of the scariest things I think a waterbender could ever do to me.
Pure nightmares. Okay. I love it.
It's all. Is it always 2 dice? Then why do I have the other 2?
No, you will always 2 dice, and then sometimes it can be a third, but it will never be 4.
Can I have a third?
What? No.
No, a third is normally bad.
Oh.
Sometimes it's good. I think normally it's bad though. Normally it's roll 3.
Okay.
And
I'm
take the lower.
roll. Oh no, that didn't. Actually, it does.
What kind of contrary bullshit is coming from the side of the screen?
Okay. I have. Okay. You guys are gonna have to trust me on this because I dropped the first dice and it landed a 6, and that was what you heard there. And then I legitimately rolled the second dice, which I swear is also a 6.
Mm-hmm.
We all good with this?
Cheat shit.
I didn't cheat.
Okay to take your 12.
I have a 12, 13. It's a 13. And also, this works with how I wrote my character, so I feel like I do the whole hi, I'm the intimidating in the chair standing over you, and we have your pants.
Now we have your pants.
Man, I thought it was going to hold a different way than we have your parents. We have your pants.
What's
she
more intimidating?
She says this with Erden behind her in short shorts.
We have what's left of your pants. Okay, so you roll. How much was your 13?
13.
So he was scared of Airden. Well, no, he wasn't scared of Airden. He was scared someone else was going to get to kill Airden before him.
Whoa.
Well, he's a bad guy. He can kill you and leave you for dead in a hole.
That's fair.
That's can't.
Fair. You're good guys.
Well,
that's what he thinks.
You
I'm a firebender.
Ambiguously leave him for dead in a hole.
Okay. Leave him for very badly burned.
My grandfather fought in the Sozin Wars.
He drove an airship. Wait, what?
Just so many nightmares. We're the bad guys. Let's get real.
Are we the baddies? Yeah. All right. So wake him up and be like, "Hey there, buddy. How's it going?"
Mid to 8. So they give in with very few stipulations.
Beauty. Be like, "Hi. So I want to know everything about this."
I was born in the Pong village that's on the east coast of the Earth Kingdom.
I slapped
We
him.
had oh Jesus, I'm sorry.
Everything about this little scavenger hunt that we're doing, and
there are a million.
And who is actually organizing the hunt we've all been on.
Kind of comes to his senses a little bit. He says, "Well, that's it's the perfect time with all the chaos and stuff. There's all the air nomads are out and about. No one's checking no one was checking the vaults, and our leader decided that this was the perfect opportunity to steal some artifacts to further the plan. And then we got some of the air acolytes to join us, and they changed some of the scrolls out so no one would know the difference. But no one was supposed to get the wrong scrolls. How did he screw up so badly?"
Oh, he was useless. I'm not one to bash air nomads, but they're not an intelligent group of people.
This is not what we're here to talk about. So tell me more about this leader.
Who do you work for? I metal bend a Glock and put it in his mouth.
No, we have to be YouTube safe. You metal bend a force multiplier.
It doesn't even have to work. I don't have chemical propellants.
You don't need to. You're a bender.
Oh my god!
I metal bend a tube with a rock in it. Get ready.
I threw a rock at him.
How bad could it be at Mach 4? Oh,
Oh
no.
It was a really big rock.
He's just Boomy throwing mountains at people.
Okay, but seriously, I want to know all about this leader, and I want to know all about this plan.
Sorry. There we go. The leader, he's a remnant from before. But, he thought it was too soft. He got kicked out, back in, back out. But ever since the Avatar started being, useless, they started doing more. Reaching out, reconnecting, getting us together. Started saying some things about knowledge from the spirits. Saying how they never should have let them join the market. Something about, who needs the Avatar now that we can have it for ourselves. But
Okay,
at first,
I do the thing where you like tip back the chair so that they've almost fall over, and you just hold at me. Like, you keep saying a lot of they and a lot of it. I want specifics. I need names.
we don't do names. We don't believe in labels like that.
Okay, what do you call him?
The Gosling.
Well, he's useless to us. Let's kill him.
Nope. No, that's
saying,
not useless.
Negotiation tactic. No,
Yep.
it knows that we're not actually going to kill him. Then it loses all of its power.
Erden's already right.
Grabs a knife.
Everybody shut
Erden's
up!
like, if this is how you guys do it.
Shut up. What did you mean about joining the market?
Well, let all kinds of spirits in. All they had to do was show that they wouldn't harm people. It's a pretty easy bar, if you ask me. Can't believe we let those poisonous things into our world.
I mean,
Wow, he's spirit racist, guys.
yeah, that's like I get that I'm not, the most culturally appropriate person here, but like you're bad.
Sounds like
Draw the line at casual racism.
Yeah.
I have to mean it.
My country's been doing racism for years.
So how do I find this? How do I find the Gosling?
Just like Voldemort told Harry, it doesn't count unless you mean it, Harry.
Okay, but seriously, how do I find this Gosling?
Oh, you probably should have met him already. He's the screw-up who decided to give you the wrong scroll.
You put that guy in charge?
He said he knew what he was doing. We don't understand how you guys got on here.
Oh, man. You guys really are incompetent.
Unless he really wasn't incompetent.
There's a chance that he wasn't incompetent. The chance that this guy is incompetent is like bar none.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so he's useless to us and we should kill him.
Yeah, he's seen our faces.
It's true. We can't let him go.
Okay, so I'm going to remind you there is a rule in the book that implies you are the good guys.
I know. Does he pass out in fear?
You bet he does.
Like get Erdane to like threaten him real close to his face with a flame dagger or something like that until he passes out, and then we're like, okay, now we need to go.
Yeah, he has a fear of fire now, surprisingly enough.
That's fair. That's
Sweet.
fair.
Condition afraid. He was condition angry. He doesn't have that privilege anymore. That's only people who with power are allowed to get angry.
It's fair.
You can't just gatekeep the anger condition, my dude.
That's true. Erdane is still technically angry right now.
I am angry. Yes. Erden's pissed. I'm sitting here like I mean, I don't necessarily think we should kill him now that he's passed out, but like I do not want him to recognize myself anywhere.
Well, that's what masks are for.
Well, not all of us have masks. Now, do we?
In perpetuity. That's their life now, just the mask group.
Let's go get some masks.
Yeah.
I don't want to wear a mask.
This is your life now. Your life is the mask.
Mask.
Ernan's gonna like walk out, slam the door behind him, and just like leave. He's gonna go shopping. He's gonna buy some pants. And he's gonna buy a mask.
Okay. Is the guy still conscious, or did he unconscious?
Absolutely not. He thinks you were absolutely going to kill him, especially coming from Woong over there, because Woong already buried them once.
Okay, it's true.
They're all pacification techniques. They're only murderous techniques if you don't, unbury them after.
And it turns out
them in the wilderness.
You can wait a while before you unbury them. Unaliving takes a long time.
Undig themselves if they're really determined.
Hey, this guy's an earthbender.
Jane's just watching this, like, man, these guys are really all in on this. All right.
Oh, yeah, threatening a man for his life over the... Yeah, but right now, we're like, oh crap, we're caught up in something bigger.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know.
This came for our lives, man. Well, your lives. I don't know.
And with all this commotion and banging and clattering on roofs, and the yelling and screaming for my life coming from the shed in one of these backyards, you start to notice some lights coming on, and maybe some doors opening further down, and some voices wondering what the commotion's all about.
Erden, as you guys hear that, Erden's gonna come back in. He's been gone maybe 30 seconds kind of thing. And he just goes, "There's no fucking stores open at 11 at night."
Did you go out and try to buy a clue or something?
I tried to buy pants.
Yeah, he did try to get a clue. He failed. Duh. And or hello. Also, there's no need to swear. Also, something large group of people is about to come and figure out what we've been doing in the streets.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'd say we just kind of run at this point because we can't exactly take a body without anybody noticing.
Yeah, let's just leave him.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave him and we'll make him... Ooh, does anybody have anything that reeks of alcohol?
No.
Erden's going to pull out some of that whale blubber and just smear it all over him.
Yep, do that.
Oh, gross.
Completely discredit anything he says.
Just cover him in whale blubber.
You know what you should do? Throw some ice manacles on him now that they're coming out. Jane, would you mind locking this man's hands?
Is he already unconscious?
Yes, but if they're going to find him, if he's wearing manacles made of ice, it makes him look like a criminal that has been left for people.
And or sex stuff.
Or, you know what? In either case, it's going to make them not take him seriously.
Yep.
Or it makes it look like a waterbender had something to do with this.
Yeah, I agree with
sex stuff.
I agree with Jane on this one.
You know what? You're actually, that's a really solid point.
There's four of us. It's our story against his.
Yeah, he's covered in whale jerky. Nobody's going to take him seriously.
Grease up naked burnt guy over here just tied up in a fucking shed.
Honestly, he needs medical attention. Nobody's going to be listening to him for the first little while because he needs so much medical attention.
Yeah.
Oh God, he's really going to hate us when he gets out of here.
Oh, so much hate. We may have just created the next great dictator.
He's gonna nightmares of whale jerky being rubbed into his open wounds.
Yeah, I'm gonna open up his mouth and put my last piece of whale jerky in there because I hate it. I want out.
This guy's been hit by the jerky bandits. They took his clothes off his body.
I told you that bag was a key item.
Just use it to make this guy so miserable.
I don't think you could. I don't think you could commit war crimes with whale jerky. But yeah, here we are.
All right, we get the hell out.
We do that, yeah.
As fast as our little legs can carry us.
Whee! And or rocket boots.
And I think that's probably a good point to stop the session.
Yeah, as you rocket off into the night carrying your spoils and knowing the terror and fear of random strangers playing games for a festival into a person who's been doing bad, the echoes of "what the hell's going on in my shed" behind you as lights turning on, the four of you flee into the night, giddy with the new things you've discovered.
What was in the bag?
The calligraphy set.
The pen.
Calligraphy set.
Oh yeah, the calligraphy set. Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot that we'd already drawn that.
Did I snap enough at people to clear anger? Because that's how you lash out at someone.
I would say you're probably going to wake up a little angry.
Okay. But still... Okay.
Yeah, you still have the condition of it. I don't think you quite did enough for it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, you got to lash out at someone who doesn't doesn't deserve it.
Slapping an unconscious person while feeling good.
Whoa. I also yelled at the party. But okay. That's fair. Yeah, okay. Narrator, you gotta sign us out here.
You betcha. So as we send off with that romantic scene, there's a bunch of thieves in the night, like Skyrim in the Oblivion days. We sign off to everybody. Me being narrator light, trying to keep up with Monsieur Ian from the last one. We'll pass off to the others. Say goodbye.
I was Jonathan playing Jane.
Oh.
It's alphabetical, guys.
It is.
It's always been.
I may have zoned out a little bit. It's Bev. Bye. Bye from Bev.
I'm Dylan, and I was playing Dante from the acclaimed Devil May Cry series.
And Ian as Erden. And we are sponsored by nobody. Signing off.